When I said in 2024 we're traveling, I wasn't joking. And the first thing that we are doing, literally stepping out of the new year, is going on a cruise. Because we're going on a lot of cruises, because I've realized that cruise life is a lot cheaper than I thought it'd be. So I booked a bunch. Did I ever go on a cruise before? No. Is this gonna be my first one in like 2 days? But I've already paid them, so we're going. Seasickness be damned. What I have learned, however, is that the cruising life is not all that easy, and there's a lot of ways to make it easy. So I have a bunch of things that I bought off of Amazon just because of Reddit, YouTubers, I don't remember which ones, and of course, just in general, people's experiences and my experiences from just traveling in really shitty living arrangements. Overall, this is how I'm packing for my first cruise, and 9 things that I've bought off Amazon, or honestly I could probably buy them on Temu, that are probably gonna make my life so much easier. Now we're gonna start with this one just because it's on. I could do this so much better. Basically, it's a hanging organizer, and all my clothes I'm actually gonna pack into this, and then it collapses. It doesn't collapse that well, but it compresses, and you strap it in and you put it into your luggage, and when you get there you just unstrap it, and I'm going to hang it, and all my clothes will just sit in here, with the exception of my elegant dress, because I doubt that shit's gonna fit. It also has side pockets for bigger toiletries and anything else I may need. Honestly, I think I saw this like before when I was traveling, but someone on a cruise site said that this was good, and I wanted it anyway because some of the traveling we're doing is not on cruises, mind you. And I thought that this would be a great investment to have, especially when I fly on Spirit and Frontier and I already have like 20 packing cubes. It just makes so much sense, and it's like, I think the most expensive one's like 40 bucks. But you could get one under 30, and honestly, probably gonna fit quite a bit. At the end, I'll show you guys how this fits all my stuff. Someone told me, and I've always, the whale was gonna roll me. Oh no. Okay, someone told me that straws on cruises are not amazing, and I used to always carry a little portable straw on my keychain, but that one disappeared. And so I bought a 4-pack of portable straws. They are this small, and that you just hook on to your bag or your lanyard or whatever. And I bought a 4-pack because there is 4 of us, and since my travel group does not change much, I thought it made sense for each one of us to get a color, and we just have a little portable straw that we can, I thought that'd be so much cooler, that we can just pop out, and it has a little cleaner for the entirety of this cruise. I am going to be carrying a water bottle, maybe 2 water bottles on this cruise, just because I've been told that certain drinks, depending on what what cruise line you're on, are not available all day. And if I want orange juice for my dinner, I gotta pay for it, and I'm not doing that. Not that I'd probably eat, it's an example. Also, they had other colors. This is the pack that I got, but they had like purples and different shades of blues and a bunch of others. For now, this is what we got. Sunglasses. I do not know where the clip is, but there is a little sunglass clip. I've showed you guys hat clips from Temu, and it's very similar. I think it's actually in my car, where it's just gonna clip on to like my pants or something else, and I will always have, or I could do this. This is so much more efficient and costs me nothing. Just might not be smart. Just to have my glasses on me at all times, especially when we leave the port. We are going to the Bahamas. We'll actually be in Nassau, so it can be a hat. I carry a first aid kit everywhere. Like, that's just, I really just do, because I'm very accident prone. So I have a little small one that I bought a while ago. This one's the one that I actually used to travel with. Has some things like Excedrin, Advil, a bunch of Band-Aids, gauze, and alcohol wipes, and it's very compressed. I think they actually used to sell something like this at like Big Lots, but I did order this one online. It had a cover on the front. I don't remember what brand it was, but this just makes life so much easier, especially when I'm traveling. Normally I'll carry my bigger one, but because this cruise is smaller, it's only a 3-day, and because it's, again, only a 3-day, I don't want to carry so much stuff. We're compressing. I'm sure they won't let you die. They have some sort of onboard doctors. It's just that I really don't want to have to show up every 2 seconds when I have cuts appear that I cannot explain. One thing that you will always see people tell you to buy when you're on a cruise, because your cabin is fully metal, and there's very little hooks in your actual cabin, is these metal hooks. Now this is all of them stuck together. You actually take them put these hooks on. You could use 2 of them, hook up a really heavy backpack. You could put them up and then hang a clothesline between them if you're on a longer cruise to dry your clothes. There's so much you can do with this. I think I got a 12 pack and I got pretty strong ones. But since we're traveling so much, I thought I'd invest in some nicer of these hooks because we are going to need them. Now, if you're only going on a 3-day or, you know, a 4-day, honestly, you might not even need it. But I am going to be fully prepared because, again, I've never been cruising before, which is why we have motion sickness patches. I don't get motion sick often. The only time I get air sick is if airplane food just tastes weird to me. It's actually scientifically proven because your taste buds are different at that elevation that you actually you're tasting food differently. Some people it tastes great. I fucking hate it. So when I'm doing that and then I feel the motion, I feel like throwing up. I do get massive headaches though. I think that's just the cabin pressure, but either way, I'm not a big motion sickness person. I'm not risking it though. Now that we've booked like 3 cruises in the upcoming year, I'm making sure that I have one of these bitches on. Though I might try it out the first few hours just to make sure I'm fine. My dad, he does not believe in me. For someone who's worked on boats most of his life, cannot hold food down. He just nonstop threw up in his entire career. And I'm like, great. Just because you do it doesn't mean I will. But considering I look very much like his side of the family, who knows? Luggage tags are not a necessity, but they are a massive want. I have been told that this just makes life so much easier because they do tend to rip, fall off, and or if they damage your luggage, you can't really do anything about it. This one is perfect for Carnival and Norwegian. I got a pack of 10. Again, because we're cruising so many, I bought a pack of 10. They did have packs of 4, I think were the smallest. So if you need a pack of 4, do a pack of 4. They come with these little elastic cords. They're not elastic. They're like the old bike ones where you kind of screw them on and they're pretty sturdy. I have not printed my passes yet, and even if I did, I wouldn't be that stupid to show you guys. Either way, we did get a pack of 10 for this cruise. So something I got from Amazon for about $15 is one of these. I actually take this when I travel all the time, and I also take this to work. It just has every single port you could ever imagine, and then of course I just take a little block, and it works perfectly for all of my devices. Honestly, I will be taking this everywhere, and I think I might buy a few more just because taking this one out of my work bag into my first world problems, but taking it out of all my bags, I'd rather just have 2 or 3. But either way, best purchase ever. If not anything else, please just get this. When you're in warm climates, or when you're even stopping on the islands in between, I love these. They're the citronella scented ones. I only have 2, but I am gonna be wearing one on our off day. And honestly, mosquitoes just don't like me. I don't know. My blood, it ain't sweet. I know it's not. Mosquitoes, they don't like me. Like, it's always, here's the thing. Normal mosquitoes are fine. Whenever I go overseas, I get bit the fuck up. They're just like, this girl, she's exotic. She's from somewhere else. We don't get this food often, you know? It's like McDonald's in Japan, if that makes sense. So I got these. I do have many other options that we could take, like sprays and like little rub-ons, but I feel like the bracelets just make so much more sense to me. And often I actually use them as hair ties because it makes sense. Now, something that I've had for a long time is my travel makeup thing. And technically I did not buy this from Amazon, but this is how I pack most of my toiletries. Up here I have my makeup, my mini travel brushes, and I carry minis of almost everything in here. This is also very easy to just hang on the door or hang on one of those hooks that I just bought. And that way, all my stuff is in this one bag. Now, I carry minis of absolutely everything. So I do have the Sol de Janeiro bath gel and the Bum Bum cream. I only like the orange one. I don't know why. The other ones just are a little hard for me. And then whenever I travel, I make sure that I travel compactly. So this is from Ulta. It has your blush, your highlighter, and a bronzer all in one. This does not work for all shades. It barely works for mine, but it's perfect to carry stuff like this whenever I'm traveling. Makes life so much easier. I also have a bunch of minis recently for Christmas. I got these from the Glow Recipe. And these are all of their little mini skincare items. And it's so much easier when I'm traveling to buy stuff like this during the holidays. I used to do this a lot and make sure that I use them for things like this trip. I will use a lot of my minis for the gym, but that's a whole nother story. And honestly, that also makes sense. I'm also traveling with a little mini shampoo that I also bought for the gym. I also have in here a little travel perfume. These are absolutely amazing. I've had them for a while. I actually got this one from Temu, so this will be coming with me. That way I don't have to travel with so many. I also have one of these that I got from Target. Wow. Also, just makes life so much easier when you're traveling. Now, eventually we are doing a 2-week cruise, and when that one comes up, there's gonna be a lot more packed. But for now, I think this is all I'm taking. Real quick, let me just fill up my clothes in that container and show you guys just how much really fits in it. I fit everything in here. I was gonna take my whole luggage, but this is it uncompressed. The only thing that's gonna go down here is just like my underwear and my socks, but all my clothes are in this with the exception of the clothes for my specialty nights. So for us, we have an elegant night and an 80s night, but I did separate this by fits, and I could still put a lot in this container. I think I have some space up here too, where I could probably just put everything, not the elegant night, but I could put my other stuff into this, and then we just compress it. This little cube, I'm sure I can compress it a lot better. I'm sure I could fill it with a lot more stuff, but I can now put it in my luggage and have that entire bottom half empty. It's a win. There are a lot of things I've learned on this cruise that I could not have researched or possibly fathomed, and things that I'll understand about myself. So at the end of the day, I always recommend you guys do your own research, and I hope this really helped because I'm not really a professional. I'm just a middle child going on her first cruise.